What if I told you that the most exclusive piece of real estate on the coast doesn't sit on the cliffs, but hangs 150 feet in the air? For 70 years, this decaying steel giant held 1 million gallons of water. Today, it holds a secret.
The mission: transform a condemned industrial water tower into a 360-degree luxury penthouse.
But before luxury comes logic. How do you build a home inside a hollow steel drum?
Step 1. The master plan. Every single measurement must account for the brutal physics of the coast.
High winds, saltwater corrosion, gravity. The sea wants to tear this structure down. We have to make it bulletproof.
To understand the beast, you have to climb it.
100 and 150 feet of vertical ascent. A mistake here isn't an option. For decades, no human has stepped inside this tank. Until now.
What lies inside is a masterclass in forgotten engineering. 30 feet wide, 40 feet tall, 30 feet wide, 40 feet tall. But before we can build, we have to destroy. The cleanup begins. The first hurdle is the toxic legacy of stagnant water. Sandblasting away 70 years of decay, stripping the steel back to its bare, raw bones. It's a process that is as satisfying as it is necessary. The foundation must be flawless. Over 3 tons of debris are removed from the belly of the tower.
With a clean slate, the real challenge reveals itself. A luxury penthouse needs light.
We aren't just putting in windows, we are removing the entire middle section of the tower.
Slicing through 1-inch thick structural steel requires extreme heat and extreme precision. Cut too much, and the top half of the tower collapses under its own weight.
The engineering solution? Suspend the roof with a massive crane while we cut its legs out.
Temporary supports take the load. Science and steel working in perfect harmony. And then, the view is finally revealed. A panoramic masterpiece, hidden for nearly a century.
But the ocean is unforgiving. We've opened the tower to the elements. Now, we have to seal it. This isn't normal glass. This is aerospace-grade, multi-layered smart glass.
Designed to withstand hurricane-force winds and insulate against the freezing coastal storms. Lifting thousands of pounds of fragile glass 150 feet in the air is a delicate dance. One sudden gust of sea wind, and the pane shatters. Focus is absolute. A perfect fit. Engineering at its finest. Slowly, the gaping hole becomes a 360-degree invisible wall. The elements are locked out. But a beautiful view doesn't make a home. Now comes the ultimate puzzle. How do you pump fresh water, electricity, and climate control up a hollow steel leg? The solution lies deep underground, tapping into the coastal bedrock.
The central artery of the tower, once used to drain 1 million gallons, is repurposed into the nervous system of a smart home.
High-pressure, silent pumps will defy gravity, pushing water up to the penthouse.
Up in the sky, weight is the enemy.
Every material brought inside must be calculated. Aerospace-grade honeycomb flooring, stronger than concrete, but light as wood. The foundation of luxury is set. Now, the interior geometry begins to take shape.
Designing in a perfect circle changes all the rules. There are no corners to hide behind.
To contrast the cold industrial steel, we bring in the warmth of nature. Rich, dark walnut, steam bent to match the curvature of the tank.
Craftsmanship meets heavy industry.
This central core will house the hidden utility room, bathroom, and the kitchen against its outer curve. Every piece of furniture must be custom built to flow with the radius of the tower. Solid basalt stone, quarried from the local coastline, brings the rugged outdoors inside. The high-pressure pumps work flawlessly, lifeblood restored to the tower. We preserved the original steel cathedral ceiling, a nod to the giant's industrial past. Lighting is everything. At night, this steel drum must feel like a glowing lantern. The atmosphere instantly shifts from an abandoned tank to a cozy sanctuary. But just as the interior nears completion, nature delivers a brutal reality check. A Category 3 coastal squall hits, winds exceeding 80 miles per hour. 150 feet up, there is nothing to break the wind. The glass begins to flex. A Category 3 coastal squall hits, winds exceeding 8 miles per hour. 150 feet up, there is nothing to break the wind. The glass begins to flex. The aerodynamic pressure reveals a flaw, a micro-fracture in the seal.
If the wind gets beneath the seal, it could blow the entire pane inward. We have to act now. Marine-grade epoxy, designed for deep-sea submarines. It cures instantly, even in wet conditions. The seal holds. The storm passes. The structure is officially battle-tested. After the chaos comes the calm. The final phase of luxury begins.
Designing for the view means every piece of furniture must face outward.
Soft textures against hard iron. The perfect balance of comfort and adventure.
In the center of the room, a suspended, rotating fireplace.
Providing heat and a primal focal point for the open space.
The sleeping quarters are elevated, maximizing the sightlines out to the sea. Imagine waking up here, suspended in the clouds, with nothing but the horizon in front of you. Hidden behind the rustic aesthetic is a brain of pure technology. Motorized, curved blackout shades, mapping the exact geometry of the windows. The bathroom is an absolute sanctuary of stone and shadow. A rainfall shower, fed directly from the bedrock below, falling like a private storm.
But there is one final piece to this puzzle, the access point.
You can't just climb a rusted ladder to reach luxury. An enclosed, climate-controlled entryway, ascending straight through the core of the structure.
A brutalist glass pavilion at the base marks the entrance to the sky.
Security is paramount. This isn't just a home, it's a fortress.
From the ground up, every inch of this rusted relic has been reborn. A perfect blend of industrial history and modern survival. The space is finally quiet. The heavy machinery is gone. The dust has settled.
We honored the spirit of the sea, a silent watcher over the ocean. It's a space designed for isolation, for deep thought, for watching the world from above. It's a space designed for isolation, for deep thought, for watching the world from above. The engineering was a nightmare. The execution was a massive risk. But looking at this, the reward is undeniable. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the tower transforms again. The transition from day to night is entirely automated. The interior lights adjust perfectly to match the dimming sky, eliminating glare on the windows. The warmth of the fire takes over against the cold blue of the twilight ocean. From the outside, it looks like a lighthouse from the future. A glowing beacon on the coast.
Safe, silent, immovable.
Out here, you are merely a spectator to nature's raw power.
The ultimate retreat from the noise of the world below.
A masterpiece of recycling. A relic of the industrial age, saved from the scrapyard.
It took massive vision, heavy machinery, and unyielding precision.
But the rusting water tower stands tall once again, not holding water, but holding life.
From toxic rust trap to an engineering marvel. From an abandoned shell to the most unique penthouse on the planet. But it leaves us with a deeper thought.
How many other forgotten relics are out there, hiding in plain sight? Silently rusting away, just waiting for someone brave enough to see their potential. True luxury isn't always built from scratch. Sometimes, and Ugunants, it's excavated from the ruins. If you had unlimited resources, what forgotten monument would you conquer next?